Some of you guys are gonna remember this. I just wanted to hit it. All right, it's morning. We've got a new project. That's an old project. Some of you guys are gonna remember this. But I got an added hoop to it. So I'm gonna come right up around here and across. And that'll look way better to have a hoop on it. By the way that front bumper looks, we're gonna do some good stuff to it. Some of you guys might be interested in this. We're gonna do a WJ brake upgrade on the front of this Dana 30. And then a 4-link. So the kit we're putting on this is from Core 4x4. They're here in Utah, local company. We're gonna get cracking on this. I also have a little trip I gotta take today. I gotta go and help my brother-in-law Ben out. You've seen him on my channel, helping with the shop. That is loud. Hey boy, what is going on? Holy cow, dude, it is loud. What on the set? They're hiking through the mountains or something, and one of his buddies has to leave today. He called me, sent me a GPS pin on Onx. I'm gonna take my Onx and go try to find them. I don't know where they're at currently. I'm gonna get this done first. Just like I remember it, Gary. Okay, we'll get to work. We'll tear all this old stuff off and start putting new parts on it. Yep. Do we have instructions or are we winging it? Oh yeah, we got YouTube.
YouTube University.
YouTube, we know all about that. Okay, we're pulling bolts. We may get some things to move a little right here. It's trying to swing forward pretty good. That bolt don't want to come out. Maybe let's just pull these frame bolts out. That'll do it. Yeah.
Some weight on that one.
Sorry, moving.
Got it. Keep going. Okay. Now we need a pry bar. Ooh, just kidding, got it. How does that one feel? Oh yeah, top bushing. Jump. That's a normal radius arm kit. So I had a ton of questions about Jace's truck, why I'm putting a radius arm kit in it. It doesn't flex like that. I'm well aware of that. It's a kid's truck. It's not a rock crawler. It's like a hunting / drive on the road rig. This setup drives down the road better. I know we're gonna put some top bushings in it, but it drives and handles better. So that's why I put that setup on Jace's Dakota. This setup, there's some maintenance. You gotta work on them. So this truck is going to a 4-link, which is gonna free this front end up. It's gonna flex, it's gonna have more body roll, but Gary's ready to upgrade and do some more crazy stuff in this thing. So we're upgrading it. I think we can pull tires. You'll notice an instant difference when you drive this. Off-road, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But the highway, you'll hang on to the steering wheel. Shocks are doing their job. We'll get these old links taken out of here and start mocking some new stuff in here. So this kit's pretty awesome. Bags come labeled, so you know where the bolts go to what. I like it. Did you get the brake kit from them as well?
Yeah.
So they come up with all this. So the brake kit is off of WJ. It upgrades. We got bigger rotors, bigger calipers, so the thing will stop when he wants it to stop. So we may end up putting a bigger master cylinder on it. We'll take a master cylinder off of like a Dodge Dakota. We'll see how it works after we get it done. If we need to, we'll upgrade the master. So we've got to do a little bit of trimming here. Sean's determined that
it won't go up there.
Won't slide in. So this is a kind of a useless little tab here, and we're just gonna notch it out, and then it'll slide into place and work just dandy. So get her done.
We're gonna make a couple of cuts, and hopefully that's as easy as it sounds. Come on. How far forward? I was guesstimating that side. Probably should measure that though. It doesn't have the same holes.
Doesn't it? Is that where we need it then? This side's good, I can cut that?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 inches. So we'll just go right there.
One down, one to go. There's fuel lines on this one, so I got to be a little more cautious here, but we'll be good. Oh yeah, perfect. Let's see. Voila, just like that.
That wasn't too hard.
It wasn't too bad at all, was it? This kit's pretty well thought out. We'll see how
Heavy duty.
It's gonna wheel good. Just it's 4-link. It's gonna free the front end up. It's gonna move. We'll see how it runs down the road. That's my concern. All right, we're throwing this cross member in here. We're not exactly sure how it goes. We're about ready to maybe watch a little YouTube and see, but we'll figure this out. We're gonna look at YouTube and check it out. Figured out how this goes. It just bolts up flat to the bottom, just like that. There it is. We'll bolt this stuff up loosely. And Sean will get some bolts in it. All right, now we'll tighten them. So on an XJ, you want to be careful. These bolts, they're not going to be super tight. They're going to strip out if you tighten them really tight. So these side bolts are what is going to hold. We're going to have to drill those and put the nuts in there now. Okay, we're going to drill our side holes now. And then basically we can start putting links in this thing and get it ready to rip. So Gary went to Napa to get a top bushing for this because this one's bad. We're gonna cut that mound off and make it the same height as this one and weld it back on because it's not very good, and I'm gonna fix that. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We got Landon running the camera today because Hunter is off today because his brother's getting married. He's the best man, so he's doing his job, taking care of him. So it's Lando today.
That'll center it. I guess we'll start smaller.
She dull or dull?
Tip's dull.
I'll get you a smaller one to start
Start small real quick.
That looks hard.
How many layers is that? Two?
Sure, it's a couple right there. At least a couple, I think 3. Okay, the front one just drill one side, the back one drill both sides. But let me get a
Let's jump back over.
I'm sure Harbor Freight did not intend me to put pressure on it like that.
What it needed. How's that gonna work?
We're just gonna have to be really careful, basically. I don't know. Probably gonna turn out bad. Okay, we're gonna have a little leeway. When it starts getting close, we'll go easier. Okay, keep going a little. Just keep her on. I'll put Perfect. We didn't even ruin anything.
Sweet.
I like it. We'll have this done in no time.
It's not exactly straight, huh?
You could say that. Staying close.
There, I think that.
Yep. All right, well, tighten that up. Then we can move fuel lines and stuff back to where they go and tighten everything down.
So the guys are working down to the shop and I'm up here, it's lunchtime, so I figured I would get them a meal ready. And I really like this meal that I'm about to do because it is quick, easy, and super nutritious. So let's check it out.
Too busy running around during the day to think about lunch? Keep up your energy with Lunch to Go. Effortless, wholesome meals like grain bowls and salad toppers that are ready to eat when you're on the go. This September, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door. Ready in just 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. Their meals are just ready in 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat and enjoy.
I just delivered lunch down to the guys and now it's my turn to eat. And I chose cheesy bacon ranch chicken and I can't wait to try it out. One thing I love about Factor meals is they're never frozen. They come fresh. That was legitimately delicious and so easy. It's like meal prep, so you don't have to do it. It takes the hassle out of doing anything yourself. So if you guys want to get Factor for yourself, head on over to factor75.com or use the link below and use code FABRATS50 and get 50% off your first Factor box. Go check them out.
That's going. I don't know where that went. Huh. I don't know where it went.
I in there somewhere.
It fell off.
It bent the
Tab. Uh-oh. Quit turning. So I guess that's tight. That needs to just go right on. Okay, here's the hard side. We'll have to put something in there so those aren't rubbing. But
Don't worry, I'm still just struggling here. I'm getting there, but I'm not there.
there's no access anywhere. Easy idea. What?
We'll fix that. We'll go for take 2.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
That looks pretty. He is not happy though. Under would have caught that.
You would have caught that. We're in it now.
That looks better.
That's better. You can nail her now.
That was a win.
And then we'll bump these ones up tight.
Cool. We should be able to let
There's
that train jack down now.
Tranny is back in it. Let's put some lower links in it. Another one in it. I just wanted to hit it. There you go.
Get it from that side.
Right there. Here, I'll hit it in.
Well, it looks good.
Sweet.
If that's the way they go, what if they're upside down the other way?
I don't know.
We should probably watch. There's no instructions. You have to watch YouTube, so we're gonna watch.
Ooh, it's right there.
I like that better.
Yeah, let's turn that one over.
Let's turn this one over. We're probably gonna undo them a few times because we gotta adjust. Yeah, I kind of like that better.
Down. Better. It likes
That's
it too.
the way it likes it. We didn't get to watch YouTube because the computer timed out and I don't know Gary's PIN number, but that's the way we're putting them on because I like it. Well, at least that's hard to get to. If that's how it goes, that's pretty cool, really. Well, we got to put a mount on that when Gary gets back. This mount's gonna have to get cut off. It's welded on crooked. We're waiting on Gary to bring that part back, so we're gonna move to knuckles. We're gonna put these new upgraded knuckles on it. As you can see, this one has a high steer arm on it, and the factory ones do not. This is gonna help steering angle, help bump steer, help a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna put bigger brakes on it. Got these little spacers that are gonna go in here, so we can put WJ steering parts on it, which, let me show you the difference in size. It's pretty significant. Let's show you a comparison here. See how much bigger that is? So you can see the size of this caliper right there compared to this caliper. Way bigger. Should have a lot more clamping and stopping force.
We're just getting all the steering off so the knuckles can come off. But everything's different, just like normal. I'll get one side off and then we'll go chase a socket.
That's nuts.
Okay, there we go. It's even better.
The adjustable wrench to the rescue. I get lots of comments about why don't you just use a real wrench? Well, it all boils down to I'm lazy and didn't want to walk to the toolbox a couple of times to find the right one. Got him. You see this?
Doesn't sound good though.
No, they've bent this C at some time. I didn't do this. This was after me. They've got an off-camber ball joint put in this side to compensate for this C being bent. We're probably not changing that one.
It'll be good.
We're gonna leave that one as is. Yeah. I don't know. All these ball joints feel pretty good, really.
What did I do there? Apparently that one didn't loosen.
Okay. See the difference in the size there? A lot more stopping force. Basically, we got to pull these big nuts off, pull the wheel bearing out, axle nut off the end, and then we'll start putting new parts on it.
You guys got it.
They're definitely gonna happen.
Other side will be easy, I hope.
That's the only problem with having to go work at the Ford dealership.
Now we'll unbolt
Is
the
he's
wheel
getting that
bearings,
mentality that everything
and we're
has
getting
to be
close.
going.
What size it is?
Oh yeah, we're about to have this thing tore apart. We'll go back together with some new parts. It's about time I gotta take off and go for a little ride and bring my cousin back. Walla walla. That's why you anti-seize those when you put them on, so they'll come on.
This toolbox is awesome. I like this box, except for these holes.
Yep.
Look down in there, Landon. You can see there's a magnet and 2 ratchets. We're gonna go fishing. I may be here a minute.
Lance, do I need to apologize to you for losing any of that?
That blue one.
I apologize. You probably put it in there. Never mind, I take it back.
It's just gonna be take 2 magnets.
All right, I think we're to the point of taking these off. We kind of need to save this bolt. I don't know if we can save it because I think the WJs are different. So we're gonna be gentle on it in case we have to use it because it's a offset funny joint because Dana 30 bent C. So here we go. I love that tool.
That might work.
What's wrong about that?
Nothing.
No press fit on it.
That's for sure the bottom one, yeah, because they're different. You just slip this on first,
Yeah.
and then you can fish it like that. That's good. Just like that. One side's done. We're leaving that one because it's an offsetter. Got yourself a cat.
We need some cardboard.
He doesn't want to get off my shoulder.
All we hear all day is how much she hates cats.
She hates cats.
Hates cats.
I am not a
cats.
cat person.
I am not a cat person.
It appears that you are a cat person.
I've just been cat scanned.
Yeah.
Okay, we've decided to build some inner C gussets. So Paul is arc joining and cut a pattern out for that side. Afterthoughts. So we're pre-planning on this side. Barnes actually sells the piece we need, but we didn't think about that. It wasn't in the pre-planning process. So me and Landon helped me press. We had every tool out. We finally got it. So the old one's out. The top ones are ready, but we're gonna wait till we weld these in. So we'll wait till he's done.
My brother-in-law, he sent me this pin. We'll see where this takes me. It says I'm 44 minutes away from him. So they're hiking somewhere, and one of them has to go coach football, so I got volunteered to go pick him up. Ben's helped me a ton down here, so I don't mind going and helping him out. And I'm gonna drop off some food for him, some rabbits and some quail that they have to cook themselves tonight. So I'm not sad I'm not camping with them, but I'm gonna take my Onx and head out and go see if I can find them. If you guys are interested in Onx Off-Road, you can use Fab Rats code 20. You show 20% off, so check them out. All right, away we go on an adventure. I don't even know where I'm going to exactly, but away we go. dot down here. They are the yellow pin right there. So I got a ways to go, but I'm gonna find them. Found some homeless people.
Hey, the best sight I've seen in 2 days.
He wants to steal my Mountain Dew, but it's not happening. I'm gonna unload his junk and pick up a person and back to the shop.
Landon cut this out on the arc droid. Was just a flat piece of metal for this. I've been over in the press, and that's the best we can come up with. I think that's close enough to weld in. I think we're gonna grind this knuckle up and get it ready to weld, and we'll start welding this in.
I got my person I'm taking out of here, and I got a spare. We're going out of here. Go back to the shop and go to work.
Gary's helping me. We're all ground up, and I think we're ready to go. We're just gonna tack it in all the way around so it holds it, so it doesn't pull anything and mess it up, and hopefully we won't ruin a ball joint. Cool, number 2. Landon got that took care of. It needs to contour the front end. It's off a ways, like 1.25 inches up there. So we're gonna take and bend it right there, and the press right over here. And then it'll have to bend back the other way somewhere right there. That'll get it close. This is the first time it needs bent. It'll probably take 5 or 6 more of those to get it right. Let's go see how close we are. I would say we're pretty dang close. So if we can kink that backwards, we'll just keep chasing it both ways till it's close enough to weld. So we'll hurry and get that done. Yep, not quite enough. So we're gonna have to kink the first one. That got us halfway. So we'll just, it's easier to go a little than a lot. So we'll keep going a little.
I just dropped those boys off. I'm gonna head back to the shop and get some work done.
Gary, you're happy with this, right?
Perfect.
Finished product, lines right up. The back needs to come in just a little, but we'll tack it, and then we can put it where we want it. So we'll just start welding.
Well, I just barely finished getting these all ground up, and we'll go put them in the press and get them on the front end.
Well, that wraps that side up. What do you think, Clan?
Looks good.
I've never owned a Dana 30, but they say that fixes one of the worst problems, makes them tough. So the other side should never bend, and we'll keep this one from getting worse. We'll go bend the other two and weld them on, and then we'll show you putting the knuckles back on.
All right, so I'm back in the shop. I went on my little excursion, used Onx, found them, dropped off their food, picked up an extra passenger. I was only supposed to pick one, but I brought 2 back with me because he was done. Now I'm back to work on Gary's Jeep. Sean's got all the parts cut out. He had to go farming, so he's gone, so you're stuck with me. I'll get these all welded up and we'll start reassembling. Try to make this side look as good as Sean did that side. All right, I got a bunch done on this today. I didn't show you a little bit because everyone left me, but tomorrow we'll drive this thing. We'll have it finished. I'll show you what I got left. I got to cut this bracket off and shorten it and weld it back on, and then change out the panhard and do some steering. We're waiting on some bolts for the brake calipers. If we get those, this thing's done. So we're on the downhill slope right now. Those brakes look good on here. All right, it's morning. Down here, I'm getting this thing fixed. I've got to take that little chunk out for that bolt on steering. Backside, same difference. I got to cut this mound off right here. Make it the same height as that. You can see that they're way off right there. So I got to cut it, lower it down, and then weld it back on. Hook this up, and then I've got to cut this out right here Once that's in, I can take this off and get the panhard bar mount welded in it. So we are gaining the next couple hours. This thing's gonna come together and be pretty much finished, I'd hope. So steering's pretty straightforward. Change pitman arm, bolt it in. Really, I got the hard stuff done. Once I knock that little mound out, I'll hurry and cut it off and show you what I got. All right, we're gaining. She's in. Now I gotta cut this and get panhard bar in it, track bar, any names that you wanna call that thing. The centering device for the front end. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. Bolt some brakes on this thing and rip it. All right, I got this little chunk cut out of here. This is supposed to fit right there now, just like that. So I did everything right. I'm not gonna lie to you, I got pretty lucky putting that on this thing because I didn't measure it. I just eyeballed it and figured, yeah, it's gonna fit. And look at that, she fits. I'm gonna weld this thing in there. Yeah, last piece of the puzzle that I gotta weld, and then everything else is bolt together and bleed some brakes. Built. Track bars on. Gotta do a little adjusting. They're not on quite the same plane, but we'll move a bolt hole or two. Brakes bolted on. We got the right bolts finally, so we're on the downhill slope. Another hour, this thing should be driving. Things are coming together quick now. We've got brake lines put on it. They're kind of bled up halfway. Things are getting tightened. We've actually got cotter pins. Looks like we're missing 2 grease zerks. And then we're bolting tires on this thing and setting it down and starting to tape measure and getting things panned out. So we're on the downward slope right now. If you guys are gonna do this, you should know this. The calipers are really, really close with 15-inch tires. You may even have to grind a little rib on the back of them. Other than that, it went on flawlessly. All right, it's on all fours again. Still sets a little stink bugged, but we haven't changed these yet. So we got to throw those on it. We'll see what that does for it. It's done. Stop, so maybe we did something right. All right, we'll see if there's any difference. Still feels like a Cherokee. We fixed her. We'll go hit a little dirt road with it and stuff. We'll see how it is. The Cherokee is a success. It doesn't clunk and pop and rattle like it, well, it still rattles, it's a Cherokee. But everything works like it should. It doesn't dart and dive all over the road, and the brakes feel way better than they used to. So if you guys are interested in that WJ upgrade, it's a pretty good one and it's fairly easy to do. So thanks for watching.